am live again, guys. Morning, evening, afternoon, good night to everywhere you are. I am so very happy to come here again. As usual, guys, it's not my first time that I come live here, and you know what I'm talking about: digital business owner. What do? I help people to create plan B. We have so many people in diaspora. They are so tired of working for somebody. They are so tired of struggling from one job to another. And people are also tired on how to manage their family life, kids, daycares, and even traveling. It's so hard. So what I do, I educate, I teach, I help you to show you plan B. I show you on how you are able to create your own digital business globally, everywhere, whether you live in Africa, you live in Germany, Canada, UK, no matter where you find yourself. I teach students on how they can be able to plan their future. Even if they're still studying, I teach pregnant women how they can be able to create their own digital business at the comfort of your home, whether you are sleeping, you are in the bus, even if you are enjoying family time. I'm also able to help you, parents who have kids, on how they can be able to work at the comfort of their home without spending money at daycare. So if you find yourself in that situation, then stay tuned, guys. I will start by telling you my stories. Back home, guys, they made us believe that education is everything. They made us believe that when we study, I'm not against somebody who go to school. I went to school, and that is why I'm doing 9 to 5. I'm not against somebody who go to work at the company because I do 9 to 5 and I went to school. But why am I here for? I'm here to show you on how you can have a plan B. Why a plan B? A plan B is a necessity because in diaspora where we are living, paycheck itself is not enough. People are struggling in one place. Some they find living in diaspora for 10 years, 15 years to 20 years. But if you ask them, what have you done? Nothing. And even for those who, for example, they have bought a house, a home, or they did something special, but sometimes they found themselves that they're stuck in debt. They don't even know how to finish that debt. So what they do? They try different business, traditional business. They tried so many things, maybe even digital business. But a lot of our digital business are scammers. And also traditional business, they depend more on their families, they depend more on their friends. I went through that. I tried that traditional business, but it never worked. You depend more and rely more on your families, you depend more and rely more on friends, which never worked. So I kept searching, guys. After finishing my studies here in diaspora, I decided to go in healthcare field. So I do registered nurse. That is the program I did, even though it didn't go the way I expected. What we call another language licensed practical nurse. That is the program that I did. And after finishing, I started working. When I started working, guys, is not what I expected, because for me, I knew that when you have a document, that's how I grew knowing. Once you have document, once you have everything, you can stay in a company even without being chased, or without being fired. Let me use that word. So that is what I believe. But this is what happened into my life, guys. First of all, while I was doing my registered nurse program, guys, what happened is that only a 2-year program, because there are some places where they call it registered nurse, some places they call licensed practical nurse. So this program that I did, guys, without lying to you, instead of doing 2-year program, I found myself doing about 3.5-year program. So it discouraged me a lot, and it delayed all my programs that I had. I never kept up, even if it didn't turn the way I expected. And then when I started working, guys, there was this job, because let me tell you, within a year, within 12 months, I found myself losing 5 jobs. And when I calculated, which means that in every 2 months and some few days, I was losing a job. I was so tired because it's not what I expected. I just knew that when you are in the company, when you are working, you stay there, they respect you because you have all those documents. So what happened is that, well, how was I living? I was living in credit. Credit card was my part of living. I used to go and borrow money from the credit card. And then what was the problem? There was this job, guys, let me tell you and relate to you. This job that I was doing, and I will never forget. While I was paying my credit card, because I found myself accumulating credit and credit, because I need to pay rent using credit card. I need to eat using credit card. Everything I was doing, I was relying on credit card because it was so tough for me. I never did 1 year in a company. I never did 2 months, 3 months in a company. I only did about 2 months. And then there was this job that I found, I got. This job, guys, what happened is that it shocked me. And that is why I ended up looking for this digital business. Why it shocked me, guys, I was really disappointed. This is why. While I was already piling up with my credit or credit card debt, I found this job. So I was working in that company. There was a explosion. That explosion, it caused you to vomit and diarrhea. And the more you vomit, guys, for those who work in healthcare, you know that the more you vomit, the more you are losing strength, right? So this is what's happening, guys. In that floor, we had 4 floors. For those who work in healthcare, there are floors up to 4. Then first 4 was already affected, second to 4th. But in a 3rd week, going to almost a month, that's when I catch that sickness, because even employees, even seniors also were getting that sickness. Now, what happened is this, guys. When I caught that sickness, I just wake up in the morning. I never knew. But I was really careful with me. But when you get it, you get it. Because remember, you're in contact with different people. I just come back home after my shift, get home, just wake up in the morning. Then I found myself vomiting and then finding myself diarrhea, going to the toilet every time. So what happened is that I call my boss and say, hello, guys. I just wake up. I am vomiting and having diarrhea. So what is it going on? I say that I don't feel that I'm gonna come, so what can I do? They say, no, we give you 48 hours. 48 hours means that 2 days for you not to contaminate other people, just like we used to do during the COVID. So after that, 48 hours has ended. The fact that I vomited a lot, the fact that I was having that diarrhea, you know, it finished strength into your body, because me, on my side, I vomited a lot, you know. When you vomit a lot, you feel dizziness. When you vomit a lot, you feel chest pain. And I wasn't even able to withstand myself for a long time. So what happened is that after 48 hours, I told them that I'm still not feeling well. I'm still feeling my chest is paining because I vomited a lot. I'm still feeling dizziness. I'm not even able to. Once I stand up only for about 2 or 3 minutes, I felt like falling down. I wasn't really feeling me. And it was my first time that I was that very ill, because I never had even during the COVID, I sick of COVID. I caught COVID during COVID, but it never attacked me that much. It was just a normal flu, you know. Yes, so without lying to you guys, they refuse. They say, no, you just need to present yourself. You just have to go to work. You need to come. So I tried to explain myself. They never understood me. So I went at workplace. When I went and get there, I was working. So we were 3 people, 3 colleagues. So they were dividing us. And then while working, I wasn't really feeling myself. Still feeling the same dizziness because I vomited a lot. My chest was pain, even barely breathe. So I used sometimes to go, I tell my colleague and say, let me go to the washroom because I'm not really feeling well. And you know, some co-workers are not good. Don't trust co-workers. Why? Because yes, he can tell you that I understand, but you don't know. So I will go to the washroom because since there were cameras everywhere, I cannot just stand and they will say that I'm not working. So I could go, catch myself in the washroom, sit a bit for about 2 minutes, go back, continue my work. So it happened for several times, and then I said, no, my body isn't really good. What can I do? I have to go to the office, explain them. I told them, I went there and tell them, you know what? I'm not really feeling well. As I told you, I'm feeling dizziness. I'm not able to withstand for a long time. I'm even barely breathing. It's so hard for me. My chest is painful. Is it possible you guys just allow me for now? If I go to rest, just for today, I think by tomorrow, I will come strong and fit. They look at me like this, and they were like, and then what do you want us to do? I told them, I'm not here to tell you what I need to do, you guys need to do. I'm telling you that I'm not feeling well. If there's a possibility for me to go and rest, they say, no, it's impossible. You know, just go keep working. If you feel you're not feeling well, go in the washroom, you go there, and then things will be well. So I had no choice, guys. You know, when you have 9 to 5, you rely on only that one. You don't have a plan B. When you don't have a plan B, guys, it's so hard for you to just immediately lose that 9 to 5. You still have to depend on that 9 to 5. It was so hard for me to just say, let me stop it, because you know, after that, you get a paycheck to pay your rent, to pay everything. You know, diaspora bills doesn't have excuse. So, guys, I just have to stay there. But I wasn't really working because, you know, what would happen, I could stop a bit, go in the washroom, leave my colleague working alone, so, which wasn't good, you know. But I did that, and but that day I had a overtime, because you know, guys, some companies have overtime whereby they tell you, okay, you have your own shift, but you can continue. So that day, I told them that they can allow me, they never accept. So I had to wait until I finish my shift, then do the overtime. That's the extra. What do you call it? Extra? Yes, extra. Then what happened? I came home. After getting home, what happened is that, tomorrow now, I went back to work as normal. When I went to work, there was this room. This room was a room whereby it was just employees' room where we could have a lunch, breakfast, dinner, supper. And there was you could put small stuff like your clothes, your shoes, a bit of uniforms you put there. I found some co-workers in that room, so I just get in that room and then I greeted them. I said hi. When I said hi, nobody responded me, because they were my co-workers. We used to work with them different floors. Nobody responded me. I said, what, is it weird? Because some of them we used to talk with them, communicate, but nobody responded. They were just looking at me. I just felt like something is not good. I felt my body reacted negative. Then after that, I came out. Once I just came out, I was already changing my uniform, everything. I saw there was a lady waiting for me, was working in office administration. He just said, how are you? Follow me. Then I started wondering, what is going on? I never knew. I went to her office. Going to her office gets there, that is when she started explaining me. And then there was a second person who came. She was also a lady. They started telling me, you know what? You are not serious at your work. This is will be your last time. So, which means they fire me. All the explanation was about firing me. Yesterday, this is what happened. You came here and you were not even working well. Sometimes you work, you go to the washroom every time. I explained them. The sickness comes from the floor. You know the sickness and how long it has been here. And some co-workers were having even the sickness. Why is it happening that you guys telling me that you fire me? This is the end of my job, on of which you know the situation. You know where I got this sickness. If I'm not feeling well, it's my health. My body is not withstanding. It wasn't easy for me to withstand. I explained you the reason. They never understood me. They said I should give them their keys. I gave them. They were already even preparing the letter, but I never opened the letter. Then we went downstairs. There was a place where we used to put jackets and our boots because it was winter time. They escorted me over there. And then because the key was able to open almost all the doors, they opened the doors, and then I went out. They say, good lucky, good chance. I was strong. I never cried, but inside me, I was disappointed. Guys, without lying to you, that the first time I started thinking about plan B. Seriously, when I came in that spot, I never knew that plan B is a necessity. I just knew that education, finishing, you start working, life is good. That's how people made us believe. Then I came home, get home, I took that letter, opened the letter, I start reading the letter. When I start reading the letter, guys, without lying to you, I cried a lot at home. Do you know the reason why I cried? Because they added things that even were not what happened. They added the things that wasn't even true. Because what happened, I was sick. But they only put a small part of, you know, the place where I was sick, they remove it and say that I wasn't serious. I was missing job. And I never missed job. I went to work because they gave me 48 hours of break home because I was contaminating the sickness. When I went to work, I was sick. I told them to come back. They never accepted me. But I was only taking that break because I was feeling dizziness. I wasn't able to withstand. And that is only the reason why they told me that I wasn't serious. I was missing job. I never took job serious. Guys, when I was working, I never been late. Even my coworkers used to tell me, you always come early. How do you do it? I never miss job, guys, without lying to you. I was really that serious when it comes to my job because I know that's what is feeding me. So that's what happened. And guys, since that day, I said no. I need to look for plan B. I wasn't a social media person. The only place you could see me, it was only on WhatsApp. That's the only place you could see me, WhatsApp. I didn't have a lot of friends, only my family members. But that day, since guys, I started looking for YouTube. I never knew what is YouTube, what is Facebook. I never had Facebook, but I started looking for YouTube. People talked of YouTube. I started looking for YouTube. But that time, I never knew that TikTok exists. I started looking for digital business, online business. Guys, go to my page. If you are able to follow me on my page, you can see my story in all. So what happened is that, guys, that is when I started searching, and I tried a lot of digital business. This is about the 5th digital business that I tried. So when I got this business, there was this lady who was talking about this amazing opportunity. She lived in Canada. She put a website. She put her phone number. Just like if you go there down, you will see my website. You will see also my phone number. Then I contacted her. She explained me about the business. She said, you are able to work at the comfort of your home, just like I'm explaining to you. You don't need family or friends. You work even you are sleeping. It's legitimate business. And guys, people think it's a scammer. This business have been 52 years old. Myself, I'm in this business for 3 years. So if it could be a scam, I don't think that I could stay here for 3 years in this digital business, guys. It's a legitimate. We pay tax. And that is how I was able to contact her. I don't need friend or family. We have a system that works for us 90% and it's automatic. And that system is helping us. What it helps us, people look for us even if you are sleeping. You don't need to be behind people. They are looking for you. So it impressed me. 52 years business. And by that time it was 50 years. It was about 49 years, you know. Yeah, so that's what happened, guys. So I started my journey and I'm here. I'm not regretting. So that is why I always say that no, sometimes it's better for me to come live, to come here to explain you guys. Why? Because we have so many people who are going through the same situation, juggling from one job to another. They also find themselves that they are so tired. They're even wondering, what can we do? This is the business that will change your life. This is the business that is tremendously changed life for so many people, guys. If you don't trust business, today, digital business, today we see people getting married on social media. Today we see that if you don't want to go out, you can still work online. People are still able to eat food through social media. Clothes are being ordered online. So why not trusting digital business? Why it's helping and changing people for so many people? People are getting thousands of millions of dollars because of social media. So why are you just standing there doing nothing and say that I don't trust on social media? I know my story is here, but maybe your why and your story is even bigger than me. What you are going through is even a lot. We have people who are single parents. We have parents who have a lot of child and they don't know how to manage their work time, daycares, and it's so tough for them. You know me today, see me how I look, it's a bit different because why? I have only one day off. I work night shift, I do full time. I only have one day off, and that is why you can even tell the difference since you see me online today, difference from other videos that I've been creating. So it means that when we have that one day off, that is the only time we do our stuff, we clean houses. But when you do night shift, you are working for somebody. Why not starting something that is yours, is under your name, you manage it the way you want? This digital business, you manage out the way you, even if you are a nurse, you are a registered nurse, whenever any profession you are doing in IT, that master you cannot pass on to your kids. Once you die, it perish, you know. But why not starting something that you are able to pass on to your kid? A digital business that your kid can inherit and benefit it tomorrow, guys. So this is a time, and you know how to do. How can you start? How can you do? You just need to go and you check my website, sign up your name and your email address, able to find my phone number. You contact me so that I can show you and lead you anyway. This is a global business. You do it everywhere. Whether you live in Germany, Europe, UK, everywhere, Canada, USA, you are still able to do this digital business. It doesn't affect you even if you move from one place to another, from one country to another, from one city to another. You do it everywhere. Men are doing it, women are as well as the women. Whether you are 70 years, you still do it. We have people from 18 years and above. Even 80 years, you can still do it. 50 years, you can still do it. Any age is being accepted, is being approved in this digital business, guys. Age is not a limit. Start your journey today and not regret tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.